YouTubers, the community of YouTube pipe smokers. This is like video take 4. Everything's going wrong. Oh my god. One of those days. Let's try it again. Little green day for you guys today. Quick housekeeping real quick. With Devil's Holiday from Johnny D. My Johnny D tamper. This Devil's Holiday is really nice. It is a little heavily cased. It is a little wet. I'm gonna probably let the rest of this dry out a little bit. You gotta smoke it slow when it's this wet. You will get a little tongue bite from it if you smoke it too quick, too hot. This is like my 4th bowl now, I think, and my pipe does get a little wet. I've been smoking it strictly out of this, my K Woody billiard. I'm smoking it. I smoked about 3 bowls of that Devil's Holiday now out of this pipe, and it does get a little wet. I gotta keep running the pipe cleaning on it. But other than that, great room note, great fruit notes, dark fruits, dark berries, raspberry, blueberries, plums, stuff like that. Those kind of notes, very, very nice. I like it a lot. Well, let's get on to the direction that I want this video to go in, which is rehydrating dried tobacco. We've all run into that problem. You let samples sit around for too long, what happens? They dry out. Unless you store them the right way, which I don't, because I'm lazy. And I've been using this technique now for many years, and I have great luck with it. You have a lot of good control over it, and it just works tremendous. I recommend it for all you guys to try it out. So I have some King George here from Johnny D. I'm sorry, this is from Roddy Piper. He sent me this a while back. But it's getting a little dry. It was a little dry when he sent it, but it wasn't bad. It was very smokable. But it was already getting to the point where I could tell it was going to need some rehydration in the near future. And you don't need many expensive, fancy equipment and tools to do this. It's very simple. Get yourself, go up to your kitchen. I say up to the kitchen because I'm downstairs now, but go to your kitchen. My kitchen's that way, upstairs. Just grab a small little bowl like this, nothing big, about that size. Get that. Get yourself a face cloth out of your bathroom. It's a small face cloth. Some distilled water. Make sure you use distilled water. You don't want to use town water because there's too many chemicals and whatnot that they add to the water. And you don't want that stuff leaching into your tobacco. So get yourself some distilled water. And your last tool that you need, saran wrap. Just some ordinary kitchen saran wrap. Okay? Very simple. You take your loose, dry tobacco. As you can see, it's a little dry. It's not too bad. I'm only going to rehydrate this for, God, I'm guessing 3 to 4 hours. Like I said, this technique, you'll get good with it, and you'll learn about the times of how long you want to let it sit, depending on what kind of tobaccos you're putting in there too. Obviously, flakes and cakes are going to take longer, probably overnight. But loose cut tobaccos like ribbon cuts and whatnot, they go quick. So you want to keep checking it. But we'll get into that in a minute. You take your face cloth, and we're gonna soak it with distilled water. Get that water in there good. Now, very important. This is wet right now. This is dripping wet. I got a bucket here. You want to wring that water out. Get it out. Beautiful. Perfect. You just don't want this dripping wet. You want it just, it's wet, but it's not dripping. Nothing's dripping. All the water's out of it. It's just really moist right now. And if you can go like this and there's water dripping out of it, it's too much. You've got to get it out because you don't want this thing dripping onto your tobacco, because that's going to cause big problems. Then you're going to be drying it out for a while. Okay, you take your wet face cloth. This is tough to do. I've been trying to figure out how to do this, make this video. It's not that easy. I'll do my best. Take your bowl, drape your face cloth over the top like that. Just like that. Okay? Now what I do is, and I find it works great, I've never seen anybody else do this, but I do it and it works out very, very well. If you don't do this, if you have to let this sit for a while, I mean, if it's only going to be for a couple hours, you probably don't need this. But if you're going to let the tobacco sit and rehydrate for, overnight or for a while, if you have some really dry stuff, I recommend doing this. That way your face cloth doesn't dry out. Especially in the summer months when it's really warm, it'll dry out pretty quick. Just take some saran wrap. I hate saran wrap. Rip off a piece. And just wrap the bowl. Just wrap the bowl like that. With the saran wrap. And what that does is it keeps all the moisture contained. It's not going to let it escape. It's going to allow that tobacco to rehydrate faster. At least I find it does. And that's it. You take this little bad boy, set it on the counter for a couple hours, and just keep checking it. Like I said, that as far as how long to let it sit, that just comes with experience. You'll learn what tobaccos and how dry they are. You'll determine roughly how long you're going to need. If you go a little too much, it's not a big deal. Just before they dry out a little bit. But I just keep checking it. I find for most of my tobaccos, like for an example, a 2-ounce tin, if it's really dry, 2-ounce tin in a bowl this size, I find about 6-7 hours. That's about it. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll set this up overnight, right before I'm ready to go to bed, and as soon as I wake up in the morning, I rip everything off, and I take everything off, and it's pretty much perfect. Throw everything back in the tin, and I go to work. Just figured I'd share that little fun tip with you guys. It works very well. Like I said, flakes and cakes, stuff like that, will take longer. Loose tobaccos, ribbon cuts, whatnot, things of that nature will rehydrate pretty fast. And what you can do is every hour, 2 hours, take all this off, just mix it up a little bit. Put the face cloth back on, put the saran wrap back on, put it back on the counter. Check it again in another 2 hours until it's the way you want it. That's all preference too. Everybody likes, depending on what kind of tobacco it is. If it's an aromatic, you might not want much moisture in there. Maybe just a little bit, but you don't want it completely dry either. Then it's just not going to burn right. It's gonna taste kind of awful. It's really, really dry. You can tell. All right, guys. That's it. I'm going to go back to enjoying the rest of this Devil's Holiday from Johnny D. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, guys. Later.